Hello everyone, this is Sexton Creations. I'm Kevin Sexton, and this is our first episode with Art with Fire. And I bet you everyone's out there is wondering, what's this show about? Well, I've been getting calls and emails for years about doing my own YouTube show. Well, so finally I just gave up. Here we are. And what is the show going to be about? Well, we're going to be talking about a number of mediums that I cover. I started about 12 years ago doing comic book art. I've done 9 issues of Paranormal Chasers, which started as Vampire Dalton Nights into an Angel Fire version, and now to our Paranormal Chasers line, which now we got our films going in that too. So to start off of everything, you never know what a show is going to be about. I mean, it's not just one form of art. We're going to be covering about 6 different mediums. So we're going to go from sketching to comic book design, also to the inking aspect. We're also going to be showing how we can take pictures and do a little graphic arts on like Paint Shop Pro 8 and Photoshop. And then we're going to move on to our oil painting. And I love the oil painting aspects. That's why I do a lot of my movie posters. My comic book covers are mostly done in oil painting. Such as things right here, these Frazetta style artwork we got here. I just got done doing this evening. Little project I was knocking out, and last night I knocked this out of Conan the Barbarian. You'll be seeing a lot of Conan, so if you like Frazetta and you like Conan, you're going to love this show, because I cover a lot of that stuff. And then we're going to move on to, like I said, the movie poster aspects on kind of like more like Drew Struzan kind of art and stuff like that. That's another one of my favorite guys. I just love the study and everything. And then we're going to go over to the sculpting phase. And sculpting is one of the big things that really put me on the scene. When I started sculpting, everybody's attitude towards me as an artist completely changed, and I was totally shocked by it, and wasn't prepared for it. But just boom, when I started sculpting, I started seeing changes in my oil painting. I started seeing changes in my sketch art. It's just the 3D art it's so complex. It just works different parts of your brain. By activating those parts, it just led to a lot of other cool things. So we're going to be talking more in depth about that and how that's changed my whole training. All these episodes are going to be about training, working hard, and when you think you know what you're doing, I'm going to tell you don't, because that's what I tell myself. You always got to constantly relearn what you think you already know. So, and then we're going to go on this sculpting phase, also touch into on doing toy design. I started in a couple years ago working on action figures with opposable arms and legs and stuff. A whole nother ball game as far as sculpting is. Sculpting's one thing, designing toys, totally different ball game. Twice as hard, twice as longer to do it, and a lot more expensive. But we'll get into all those crazy pitfalls once we start doing some of those episodes. And then we're also going to be doing a lot of episodes on movie making. That's right. Sexton Creations, we're on, we got 3 films done right now. We're looking at number 4 should be coming out toward the end of March. That's going to be our 2-year anniversary on our movie division line. So we'll be having 4 movies within our first 2 years, which is great for the independent. And that's just something I've always, as a young kid, wanted to get involved. When the first time I seen Star Wars and the Bigfoot back in the 70s on the big outdoor screen, and I was hooked on movies ever since. And then you take the old classic horror movies such as Dracula and those things, the werewolf, the creature from the Black Lagoon. I am a monster movie geek, I ain't gonna lie. And then so we'll be, and that's a lot, and that stuff has affected a lot of my artwork that I love today. So, and that's what it all ties in together, folks. And if you're an artist and you're looking at being one professionally or just being one as a serious artist, you got to watch this show. This show, the reason I call it Art with Fire is you got to love it. You got to, it's a lot of hard work. And if you're not into the hard work, quit now. Get out of the business, get out of people like me, get out of our way. Because all you guys are who wants to call yourself an artist, likes to get amongst the crowd and talk like an artist with your glass of wine, just get the hell out of our way, because we're here to work. We're here to train. We're here, I want this to affect the world. I want it to impress people. I want it to affect people. I want it, when people look at my stuff, it hits them emotionally. And that's what it's all about. And it don't come easy. This is the hardest job in the world. Bottom line. And if you're not ready to work, quit now. Just get out of our way. And then, the talk also, too, about the movie making things, it's about, we got number 4 coming out, Soul the Angel Fire, and when we're going to show you like maybe some behind the scenes of filming on our headquarters in our studio here. We got the headquarters for the good guys. We got this laboratory going on. We got an occult corner, and we also got it set up for the family unit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What makes a great TV show is your core good guys and how their family unit works or don't work, if you know what I mean. And then also we're going to be showing you, we got the 5,000 square foot downstairs here in our studio. We got these big, huge sculpting tables. This is where we do a lot of our prop making. So we're going to be doing episodes on making props for our movies. We're going to be doing some monster masks and stuff like that. We're looking at doing some Bigfoot stuff in the future, alien stuff. Yes, we're going to be doing aliens in Dalton. So get ready for it because we're coming. And another big thing, we got a huge green screen, 24 foot wide, 16 foot tall, of just whatever the hell we want to do, we do it on it. And we got black screens, we got makeup corners, and stuff like that. So we got, and plus we got 5,000 square foot upstairs of storage. So when we build huge things like 19 foot tall totem poles, yes, we have a 19 foot tall totem pole. You got to have the space to do this. So, like I said, you never know what an episode is going to be about. And also in between these episodes of doing art and stuff, we're going to have these little interview episodes where I'm going to have special guests, people like Merrill Thomason, my teacher. God, I mean, he's your guy's going to love him. This guy's got like 40-some years of art experience. The guy's done movies, monster makeup. He can do everything. And that's what I love about him. He's a great, awesome guy on top of all that. So you're going to get to meet him. People like David Aft, Jeff Burr, who done like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, Mark Canna, he done From a Whisper to a Scream, Island Girl. These guys are my mentors in the movie industry, and I'm hoping to try to drag Rob Brown over here to the studio, because this guy, he worked for Marvel, Chaos, and he's got his own series called The Bane of the Werewolf, which actually was my very first statue that I've ever done. I've done it and surprised him with. So that kick-started and changed my career, bottom line. And so you'll get hear more on that from me and him when we tell the story and everything. And then we got also some other special guests. We got some people that work here at Sexton Creations. J.L. Hoff, she is our FX makeup lady. And she's going to be come here, and she's going to actually be showing us how to do makeup and doing mold making on the faces, making the prosthetics and stuff like that. So you'll get to meet her and many, many others with the Sexton Creation group. But I want to talk about, this is just our intro today to kind of let everybody know who I am and what crazy stuff we're going to be doing. But next week on our very episode number 2, we're getting to work. And the first thing we're going to work on is oil painting. And we're going to do a Frank Frazetta study. And this is one of the most iconic pictures this guy's ever done. Other than the Conan stuff and the Death Dealer, this is right here is the top 5. And this is a sketch that I done. It took me about 3 hours or so to get it just right and get it ready for oil painting. So I'm going to be taking you step by step on my interpretation of trying to learn his style of art. Because I'm telling you, his art versus the graphic arts like you see a lot of stuff going on today, there's just no comparison. I mean, this type of art by hand will always increase in value. Digital art is great for the industry as far as speed and efficiency to make changes, but the value just can never hold up to one of these babies. So this is one of the things, and I think I got a picture of it here to show you what Frank's version is. So let me scoot it. And yeah, here's one of the reference arts I'm going to be looking at when we take this journey. And I'm hoping I can do it justice and everything. But I just want everyone to, like I said, if you're an aspiring artist, it don't matter how old you are or how young you are, this show's for you. I mean, you're going to hear it straight from me. I'm not going to mamby-pamby you around. If I tell you something's hard, it's hard. If I'm telling you, if you're going to do this, this part of it sucks. You're just going to have to deal with it and get over it. If you want to be an artist, you got to deal with it and be passionate and learn to love to train. I get up at 4:30 almost every morning just to draw. Just so I can learn anatomy more and more. I get up, like this painting right here, I started on it at 5 o'clock this morning. Got started on it, boom, knocked it out this evening. The only way you can do that, you got to be passionate. You got to be on fire. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what this show is about. This is Sexton Creations. This is Art with Fire. And ladies and gentlemen, join me.